The long success story of Abraham Lincoln. Chapter 1. A Humble Beginning. In the year 1809, in a small wooden cabin in the forests of Kentucky, a baby boy was born. His name was Abraham Lincoln. His parents were poor farmers who struggled every single day to survive. They had very little money, very little food, and no luxury. From the very beginning, Lincoln's life was hard. His family lived in poverty. They wore simple clothes, ate simple food, and worked from sunrise to sunset. But young Abraham had something special inside him, a burning curiosity for knowledge.
Chapter 2. The Boy Who Loved Books. In his village, there was no proper school. Sometimes teachers would come for a few months, then leave. But Lincoln wanted to learn. He borrowed old books from neighbors and walked miles just to read. At night, when everyone was asleep, he would sit under the dim firelight, reading page after page, even if his eyes were tired. His favorite books were the Bible, Aesop's fables, and biographies of great men. He believed that through reading he could escape the darkness of poverty.
Chapter 3. Loss and Hardship. When Abraham was only 9 years old, tragedy struck. His beloved mother died. The house became cold and empty. Young Lincoln felt deep sadness, but he also developed a strong sense of responsibility. From then on, he worked harder to support his family. He cut wood, carried water, and did farm labor. Life was never kind to him, but instead of becoming bitter, Lincoln learned patience, endurance, and strength.
Chapter 4. A Dream of Something Greater. As a teenager, Lincoln was tall, strong, and hard-working. But inside, he carried a dream much bigger than his surroundings. He wanted to serve people, to be useful, and to do something meaningful. He worked as a store clerk, a rail splitter, and even a postmaster. Everywhere he went, people noticed his honesty. He became famous for his fairness and was given the nickname Honest Abe.
Chapter 5. Struggles in Politics. Lincoln wanted to serve his country. He started his political career, but things did not go smoothly. He faced failure after failure. In 1832, he lost his first election. In 1833, he failed in business. In 1836, he suffered a nervous breakdown. He lost elections again in 1838, 1843, 1848, 1855, and 1858. Most people would have given up, but Lincoln refused to quit. He once said, "My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure." Chapter 6. The Road to Presidency. After years of struggle, Lincoln's honesty, wisdom, and determination won people's respect. In 1860, after decades of failure, he was finally elected as the 16th President of the United States. But his challenges had just begun. The country was divided, and a great civil war was about to start. Chapter 7. Leading Through the Darkest Time. As president, Lincoln faced the greatest crisis in American history, the Civil War. Brother fought against brother, and the nation was breaking apart. Lincoln's heart was heavy, but he stood firm. He worked day and night to preserve the Union. More than that, he dreamed of a nation where all men were free and equal. Chapter 8. The Fight Against Slavery. One of Lincoln's greatest achievements was the Emancipation Proclamation, a declaration that freed millions of enslaved people. It was not an easy decision. Many opposed him, many criticized him, and many even hated him. But Lincoln stood by his values of freedom and justice. He believed that a country built on slavery could never truly be free.
Chapter 9. A Legacy of Courage. Through years of war, suffering, and sacrifice, Lincoln never gave up. His speeches inspired millions. His leadership gave hope to a divided nation. On March 4, 1865, during his second inauguration, he said, "With malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right, as God gives us to see the right, let us strive to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds."
Chapter 10. The Final Sacrifice. Sadly, just days after the Civil War ended, Abraham Lincoln was assassinated in April 1865. The world mourned the loss of a man who had guided his country through its darkest days. But even though his life ended, his legacy did not. His name became a symbol of freedom, courage, and perseverance.
Life Lessons from Abraham Lincoln. 1. Failure is not the end, it is the path to success. 2. Honesty builds trust. People will follow you if you are true to your values. 3. Education is self-made. Books and discipline can change your life. 4. Never give up. Persistence is more powerful than talent. 5. True leadership means sacrifice, serving others before yourself.
This is why Abraham Lincoln's story continues to inspire the world. He showed us that no matter how poor you are, no matter how many times you fail, with courage, honesty, and persistence, you can change history.